Hi folks, I hope you're well. So, today, I was in the chemist speaking to a lady there. I asked her if she was doing okay and how she was for 10 days' time. She said, oh, yeah. I said, well, I imagine you've got kids because you're still quite young. She said, yeah, I've got two boys, teenagers. I said, cool. She said, well, they don't believe in Santa anymore. I said to her, yeah. So it's an interesting point about Santa, isn't it? That Santa is basically like God. He knows everything, sees everything. If you're good, you get presents. Well, think about this. If you're good, you get presents. Well, okay. It's just like saying if you repent, you go to heaven. If you're a good little Christian, you repent, you do nice things, therefore you earn your way to go to heaven. Yeah. Yeah. Which is crap anyway, but okay. But if you're bad, he sees everything you do. If you're bad, you get coal. Coal is what? Coal is for the fire. Fire means hell. Then they realise you lied to them about Santa, Father Christmas. So you know that Father Christmas was a lie that you were told as a child, and that Father Christmas is basically a story very similar to God. When they want you to believe about God, what do you think? You think, obviously, that can't be true. They're just lying again. Well, okay. Is that true? Yeah. That's what people believe. And right now, society doesn't believe in God. Okay. Well, maybe, yeah. When I was walking away, I was thinking, well, who created Santa? It has to be the devil. Because with Santa, that's a lie. And Santa is just like God. Has the same abilities as God. Can see everything. Is everywhere. Well, actually, can go everywhere in one night. So come on, is everywhere. Yeah, like God. And if you're good, you get that. If you're bad, you get that. Same as heaven and hell. So therefore, obviously, heaven and hell is a lie. There is no God. Who would want you to think that? Who would want people to think that God is not true? Heaven and hell is not true. Who would want you to think that? Well, the devil, not God. Right? God's never going to want you to think he's not true. Or children to think he's not true. Why would God want people to lie to their children in that way? Who's the father of lies? It is the devil. So therefore the devil created Santa. And for what reason? Well, yeah. That must be the reason. So, interesting. We're coming to that season again, where we're going to have all these Christmas cards with Santa on the picture, where parents are going to be telling their children that Father Christmas is going to be coming down the chimney, or even if they don't have a chimney, he's going to find a way to get in and leave presents for them. So we have to leave a bit of milk and a biscuit for him. Yeah? Yeah, come on. They're telling lies to their children. Knowing they're telling lies to their children. And in church, they do exactly the same. The people in church do exactly the same. They lie to children about Santa. They know it's a lie. And they know in the future those children won't believe in God. or it's harder for them to believe in God because you lied to them about Santa. But they still do it. Well, yeah. They've been conditioned to do things according to the world. So they think it's perfectly natural to be speaking about Santa to children. Because it's nice. Because children like it. Therefore you're being nice. It's not being nice taking Santa away from children, is it? Right? Nice, as I said, nice isn't of God. It's of the devil, because nice is used as a way to do things that aren't right. Yeah. Yeah. Well, next month I won't be buying any wine next month because I looked today and I've got enough wine for the next 2 months. Well, until at least, February. Yeah, the first week of February I've got enough until that time. Because one bottle lasts for about 3 or 4 days. Say 4 days, yeah. So therefore, I've got basically 16 bottles. Most of them are red. I've got a few whites, but most of them are red. Therefore, again, that's over 60 days worth of wine. So therefore, that's basically 2 months. So that's good. Because, I can use the money for something else. I told Elaine, the person who owes this place I'm living in, I'm not going to pay the rent until the end of the month this time. But the reason is because the overdraft, if I pay the rent, I go to the overdraft and I have to pay for that. So therefore, I lose money by doing that. So I said to him, no, I'm not going to do it. And the reason is, I didn't tell him the reason properly because obviously, But the reason is, of course, they won't give me hot water. Well, basically, there is hot water, but, it's not proper hot water because it's not... the water is so bad, so slow, it's dripping rather than flowing. Because obviously the pipes are knackered. Because it's been there for at least 20 years. And the thing with the water, that's knackered as well. It does work, but as I say, it costs a lot of money to use it. And also, the flow of the water is so bad. So you can't really use it. And they know. But they said, we can't do anything about it. They can. But it will cost money. So they said no. Okay. That's the point. They could. But they won't because it will cost money. So, that's okay. So therefore, me paying the rent, if it's going to cost me money, then you have to wait to the end of the month and I will pay it because then the overdraft is only for 1 week. There you go. Yeah, they think it's okay to say no, so therefore,